Hello, everybody. I am live. I'm gonna be playing Street Fighter 6 for the first time today, and I got everything set up, I think, and I'm about to hop into the tutorial. So let me make sure that everything's good. Monitor everything on my end. How's my sound? Check 1, 2, 3. Hold on, just making sure everything's good right now. Check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think this is good. Should be at least. What am I doing? I think I need to make sure that everything is working. Live stream and let YouTube insert ads for you. No, I don't want YouTube to insert ads for me. It should be good though. Okay, then I am gonna hop into the tutorial because that's where we're at right now. I got Street Fighter 6 up. I got my arcade stick. Soul Calibur 6. This is from when it came out on PS4, I think. And I ended up picking up one of these, and I really like using this. So here we go. Right into the tutorial. Street Fighter 6, let's get started. This is how fresh I am at this game. Alright, movement 1, walking. I know how to walk at least. Alright. Dashing next. Ooh. Twice in the same direction. I can do that. There you go. Ooh, jumping is next. Up. Jumps are excellent for moving around and avoiding attacks, but don't get careless, otherwise it'll become predictable. Normal attacks. Buttons for punches and kicks. Okay. I don't know what X or A is for the arcade stick, but maybe it's this. Yep, that's a punch and that's a kick. Pressing Y or B will do a medium attack. Yep. And then one of these will do a heavy attack. Got it. He can feel the strength. I can do crouching attacks. And finally we have jumping attacks. Alright. So those are the basics. Blocking. Alright. I know how to block. Hold back. Alright, standing blocks can guard anything that aren't aimed at my feet. I know that. Now we're going to do crouching block. Crouching blocks can't defend against overhead or jumping. If I press X and Y at the same time, what is that, punch and kick? Yep. If you're about to get thrown, answer back with a throw escape. Alright. At the same time. Oh, that was too late. I think I need to be earlier. There we go. Special moves. We're gonna do a quarter circle forward and punch. Alright, now forward, down, forward. Oh, did my stream die? Let's see. Or is it just my phone? Okay, I think we're good. Let me make sure everything's good. Okay. Alright, different special moves work in different situations. Super. Alright, how do you do a super in this game? I can go up to 3 levels. I need at least 1 level in the bar and I can do a super. I can do, okay, down, forward, and then punch. Let's try it. Alright, next are level 2. Okay. So what do you do next? Oh, down, back, down, back. Oh, missed. Alright, now the big one. Alright, down, forward, kick. Everything looks so good in this game. And I already thought Street Fighter V looked pretty good, but this is on another level. Alright, the drive gauge. That's new, I think. I got six bars, 2 basic uses of drive. Press right button and right trigger at the same time to perform a powerful attack. Is that this? Yes. I don't know what that does though. Can absorb 2 attacks from an opponent. When you're in trouble, use drive impact to break through an attack. Okay, so if somebody is like trying to poke or anything, maybe you can use that. Interesting. They can break a cornered opponent's block. What? Oh, so they're blocking. I can't get through. And it makes them fall down. Drive impact is a good option. Alright, drive parry. What is this? Pressing and holding down Y and B at the same time. I don't know what Y and B is. There we go. Parries are effective against both standing and crouching attacks. And a successful drive parry will replenish your gauge. When I'm on my heels and I don't know what to do, look for my drive parry. They can't defend against throws. Alright, so we still got him. A perfect parry is performing a drive parry the moment they attack you. Interesting. Trading drive impacts. What? When an opponent uses them, there's a good way of dealing with them that you should remember. You can drive parry to defend against a drive impact. Try to defend against... Okay. Should I try to perfect parry it? I missed it. I'll just hold it. Alright. If I've been cornered in a fight, you can bet your bottom dollar that your opponent will try to hit you with a drive impact. Okay, because you're blocking. That's when you need to predict it and counter with a drive parry. Of course, a good defense is a good offense, so you can counter a drive impact with one of your own. Huh. How does that work? So if he uses one, I use one. And that's even better than drive parrying. So when the paint splatters, I gotta use my own. Always be ready to deal with an opponent's drive impact. You can also try to forward jump out of trouble. Alright, continuous use will drain the gauge. If I drain it completely, you'll be unable to use them for a period of time. Alright, so now he's all blue and shivering for some reason. When your drive gauge is empty, you'll enter burnout, and if the opponent hits you with a drive impact while you're cornered, you'll be stunned. Ooh. Let's see. Alright, now I can do anything I want to him. When a fighter is in burnout, they can still be stunned even if they block a drive impact. So if they're in that state, basically they can do nothing against it, I think. Alright, I know what the health bar is. And then you win when you beat them. There's a timer. The fighter with the most health wins. Alright. And then we got rounds. Now we start fighting. I don't know my moves. So that auto combos. I really want to get into that like combo training mode. And I think I might play Kimberly for just tonight until Ingrid comes out tomorrow. In Fighting Ground, you'll find the tutorials. Use these to learn various and more powerful techniques, and don't be hasty. Alright, I'm ready for the next tutorial. I need to learn more. Normal attacks, the fundamentals of combat. Start by going over the difference. Yep, we got medium, light, heavy. Yep. Use nothing but light attacks and you'll have a hard time defeating your opponent. Use nothing but heavy attacks and I'll leave myself open. Alright, so they want me to forward dash, medium punch, medium kick. Oh. What does he want me to do? Just punch? I don't know what he wants me to do right now. I think he wants me to punch. Am I supposed to block it? I need help. Alright. He is going to do that. Okay. Block the crouching medium punch, then interrupt me. Gotcha, gotcha. So after the first one, I have to punch him. There we go. They have longer reach than light attacks, and they don't leave me as open as heavy attacks. So you space with your medium attacks. There are also short-range medium attacks, like the crouching medium punch. Many of these can be linked into other moves if done up close, making it difficult for enemies to strike back. And finally, heavy attacks. Alright. I'll throw out, or he's gonna throw out a large attack and miss, and then I'll use a standing heavy punch. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna punch him. It didn't hit though. Is that it? That's what he said, right? Use a standing heavy punch to attack him while he is recovering. There we go. It didn't like it the first time. I can use heavy attacks while jumping. Jump attacks are vulnerable in the gap between when the attack ends and when I land. Heavy is a good jumping attack option. Okay. Crouching kick attacks used to strike at your opponent's feet are low attacks. Alright. Let's say your opponent is about to back away from you at close range, do nothing, and they'll gain distance. Attack and they'll automatically block it. Let them get away, and they'll have a hard time landing throws and dealing damage in general. So don't let them run away. This is when I want to do a low attack. Crouch and then kick. If they crouch to block it, they'll be stopped. Okay. Crouching heavy kick is a sweep. I remember that from Street Fighter V. Alright, some normal attacks will leave me open to counterattacks, and they should be blocked. Using these moves at the appropriate distance is essential to ensuring I don't end up at disadvantage. For example, if Luke uses his crouching medium at close range and it's blocked, his opponent can strike back with a fast attack. Something to keep in mind against opponents with long-reaching light attacks. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh, so you can space it out. Got it. Like heavy attacks at the exact distance. So that's when you sweep at like a very far range. Got it. Alright, so we can do different versions of Sandblast. First, try out the heavy version. Then slide in the direction facing your opponent in a smooth arcing motion. What? Hold on. When entering quarter circle forward. Okay. If a standing attack comes out, oh, they're just teaching me how to do a quarter circle. I know how to do that. All right. With the light, Sandblast will be faster, heavy it will be farther, and the medium is in between. While walking forward, enter. Alright. I'm going to stand here and do neutral jumps and then try to hit him with the uppercut. Oops. Oh, I can't get it. Alright, we're going to keep going. Time for combos. Alright, hit my opponent and they'll become defenseless. Landing successive attacks makes a combo. He can turn a standing medium punch into a 4-hit combo. Is that what they've been doing against me in Street Fighter V? I felt like I kept getting hit by the same Luke combo over and over in that game. And they were just pressing medium punch over and over. Create a valid combo and the number of hits will be shown. Cool. Ooh, starting from jump attack. That's always good. Landing a heavy attack will have your opponent reeling longer. Okay. If I'm lower to the ground when connecting my jump attack, it'll be easier to follow up. Try performing by landing. What is triple impact? Light, medium, heavy? Okay. Jump heavy attack. There we go. Keep it up, they say. They're also risky, but since I can't block in the air, but more than a few comebacks have started from a well-placed jump attack. If I enter the command for a special move right as a normal attack hits, I'll go straight into it. You can also cancel into drive impacts and super arts. Okay. Luke's standing heavy punch is one of his cancelable moves. When it hits, I can do a special... Alright, so can I do it into a heavy sandblast? Yep, it got me a 2-hit combo. And there are multiple types. Sometimes I can only cancel into specific special moves. In other cases, I can only cancel into super arts. Okay. Alright, cross-up attacks. This is kind of advanced for a tutorial, but I guess they're really teaching me everything. Alright, so jumping medium kick just behind his head. Boop. Got him. Blocking. I have to block in the opposite direction. Alright, here we go. We're going to block the opposite direction. Boop. Forward and back throws. Alright, if I'm in the corner myself, use a back throw to put them in the corner. Okay. And then for some throw practice, approach me and input forward. At the same time... Hold on. At the same time to perform a forward throw, input back. So I have to forward throw and then back throw, I think. Neutral, or what are they doing? I don't understand what he was doing. And then, oh, I can do an air throw? Is that every character? To land a throw, I'll need to get close to my opponent, and they're not gonna just stand there. There are exceptions depending on the height and move strength, but generally speaking, you get to move first after landing a jump attack. Alright, so jump attacks are really good when you can move, but they can't to go for a throw. So they're telling me that jumping in and then throwing afterwards is good. After I land a hit on my opponent, there's a brief moment where you can't grab them. Ooh. You'll grab air. So I can't do it too fast? Huh. Try landing a jumping attack and then throwing at just the right time. Okay. Boop. I missed. Whoops. Oh, I was too fast there. Huh. That timing's kind of weird. But why? Faster? Lower. This one's kind of tricky. Huh, that time I kind of just spammed it. It did not feel good to spam it, but maybe that's what you gotta do sometimes. If I enter a throw escape after I've already been thrown, it's too late. Alright, so I'm gonna block him and then throw escape. Oh, I can't crouch block, I think. Alright, I just spam it. That works. Your opponent may go for a throw at any time they're close for you, not just after jump attacks. There's no escaping special throws. Alright. Is this like a tech? They're gonna teach me how to tech. If I don't press anything, I'll recover in place. Press 2 or more buttons. You'll perform backward recovery. Getting knocked down opens me up to an opponent's offense. So it's almost always good to use a backwards recovery. Okay. Alright, here we go. When I hit the ground. Boop. When fighting opponents with a lot of reach, it's worth choosing to recover in place. It's true you'll be opening yourself up to further attacks. The benefit is to remain closer to them. Yeah, see, this is some tips that I wish I had in other games. But they've never gone that deep into it. Like, if you're fighting against a zoner. Let's go over what you can do with Drive Gauge. Ooh. First, Overdrive Arts. These are powered up special moves that consume 2 drive. This is a new attack already. When using a special move that has an overdrive version, press 2. Oh, there's like EX attack. Okay. Overdrive Arts have different properties than their standard counterparts. The overdrive version of Hadoken hits more times and deals more damage. Alright, so we're going to do overdrive. There we go. Master overdrive arts and you'll be able to turn the tide. See which special moves can be used as overdrive arts. Alright. What is a drive reversal? When you block or drive parry an opponent's attack, you can drive reversal. So you do forward and then you hit him back. Alright, so I'm going to block it and then I guess do it back to him. I want you to either block or drive parry it, then drive reversal. What's the difference between drive parrying and blocking then? Alright, I'm holding back. That kind of pushes them away. Alright, just keep in mind against a drive impact. Oh, that's why. Alright. You can perform a drive reversal by inputting forward and the buttons while getting up from a knockdown. Okay. Just input and hold the command when I'm down. Alright, that makes it easy. There's no better way than learning than just trying it yourself. Alright, so he's gonna hit me down. And there we go. That's just a way to get people off of you easily, I think. Alright, this is new again. Special dash that can be cancelled into normal attacks or unique attacks while moving me forward. The first is by quickly inputting forward twice during a drive parry rush. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try it. Is he gonna hit me? Oh, you don't have to get hit. Another way is to activate a drive rush from a special move cancelable normal attack. Okay, got it. I'm understanding. You can do a drive rush by quickly inputting forward after the move lands. Alternatively, you can input Y and B without a directional input. Alright, I'd rather just double tap forward, I think. Drive cancel rushes consume 3. Wow, that must be really good. Luke's standing heavy punch is a cancelable attack. Alright, let me try to do it the way where you press the 2 buttons, because double tapping might be kind of slower. Was that it? What is Y and B? There we go. So as covered, normal moves need to connect to do a drive cancel rush. There's an exception, but why? You can perform one out of a light attack that misses the opponent. Huh. That seems not good. Finally, I want you to see how Drive Rush enhances your normal attacks. If Luke uses a crouching medium punch during a drive rush from a specific distance, he will travel further. Okay, this is getting confusing. He will travel farther and can connect into triple impact. think that was it. During a drive rush from a specific distance, he will travel further. So he wants me to... like that, I think. Let's see. Does he want me to do a crouching punch after that? Huh. He wants me to do a drive rush, and I use a crouching medium punch during it from a specific distance. Yeah, so he wants me to do this. I'm missing the light punch after that. I'll just spam, I'll spam the light punch and see if it gets it. Oops. There we go. Spamming always works. Armor. Armor is an effect that prevents you from reacting to damage from attacks other than throws. How do you get armor? Okay, so that's when you do that drive impact thing, and then you can recover it. Okay. All characters have drive impacts, which are armored moves. In fact, drive impacts have more armors than other moves. Good. Alright, I know how to do this. Here we go. Some characters have moves with armor other than drive impacts. Overdrive Avenger. How do I do that? Should you fight back from a defensive position or force a shift in momentum? Alright, so sometimes you just gotta let it rip, is what they're telling me. Every move with armor has a set number of attacks it can absorb. For example, drive impacts can absorb 2 hits, but as soon as you're hit with a third, the armor will shatter. I'll take damage. When a move breaks through armor like this, we call it an armor break. When an armor break occurs, an armor break message appears. And non-drive impact moves with armor can generally absorb a single hit. Okay. Another weakness is to consider that some moves can break through armor with a single hit. Okay. Using armor against these moves is bad. A consistent way to break armor is through super arts. Okay. Consistent way to armor break is through... Alright. Some characters with armor break special moves. There's so much information happening right now. Oh, now I'm Dulcim. But why? Let's do a quick review of drive impacts. They'll be slammed against the wall, and they'll be defenseless, even if they're blocking. So that's if I'm in the corner. However, some situations where this crush state won't occur and your opponent won't take damage. Alright, what's that situation? If an opponent blocks an attack and then is forced to block a drive impact. Huh. So if you chain things too closely together, then they're not going to get crushed, I guess, and they won't fall down. And this happens a lock message. That's going to be hard to remember. Alright, they're going to teach me how to block. The drive block. They definitely have more more ways to block. Available as long as I have drive. I can block even super arts. Ooh. However, every attack I drive block will drain my gauge. You have to either move away and wait for your drive to recover, or drive parry. Alright, so basically never enter burnout if I don't have to. If I block special moves while in burnout, you'll be unable to shrug them off, and I'll take chip damage. Cool. When you block attacks in this weakened state, you'll have to wait slightly longer before you can move again. So even regular blocks? Oh, so you get slower. Alright, burnout bad. That's what I've learned. Okay. One silver line is that blocking attacks while in burnout will cause my drive gauge to recover more quickly. And burnout going on the attack is the way. Okay. Phew. How many more tutorials are there? They're gonna teach me how to use projectiles too. Good thing he only has one, I think. Alright, so we both got Hadokens. Projectiles don't just fly straight forward. Some on the ground. Yep, yep. Sandblast. Projectile clashes. Alright, so we're gonna do it at the same time. Like this. As a rule, when two projectiles clash, they'll cancel each other out. However, if two types of projectiles of different strengths collide... Okay, special loses to overdrive, which loses to super. So special would be just a regular one, and then overdrive would be the EX one, is what I'll call it. And then the EX loses to super. So let's say a special move with overdrive. Gotcha, gotcha. I'm going to throw a Hadoken, use an overdrive sandblast. Alright. There we go. You're going to see a lot of projectiles clashing once I'm in a real fight. Okay, next tutorial. Now we got invincible moves. I'm guessing it's the overdrive moves, like a wake up Shoryuken. Yep. Alright. For example, my Shoryuken and Luke's rising uppercut will negate an opponent's jumping attack. Okay, so we got the anti-air. Cool. I know how to do that. There we go. You blasted right through my jump attack. But anti-air invincibility is only effective against jump attacks. If I'm on the ground, then it doesn't work. And then you'll get punished anyways. There are moves that are invincible to opponents' throws and projectiles. Okay. Finally, there are some overdrive special moves and special arts that are completely invincible. Moves with invincibility against special types of attacks are used to shut down parts of your opponent's strategy. Fully invincible moves, on the other hand, are best thought of as a way to blow through. Okay, that was a lot to do. There's so much reading. It's like I'm reading a guidebook. A Prima guidebook. Okay, we got lots of anti-air moves. Luke's crouching heavy punch. Right, so I crouch and heavy punch and he's gonna, what, uppercut? Like Sub-Zero? Let's try it out. Boop. I was too slow on that. There we go. Another option is to use a jumping light attack or medium attack during the rising part. So it's like a faster way to anti-air. Now that I know a thing or two, in real fights you never know when your opponent's going to jump at you. A successful anti-air strategy includes keeping the possibility of your opponent jumping in mind. So how do I train myself? When you're starting out, focused on distance and positioning. Learn the exact distance where your opponent's forward jump attacks can reach you. Being slightly closer. Alright, once I have positioning down, think about when my opponent wants to jump. If I was my opponent... Are people asking themselves this when they're playing? It's more of a feeling, right? When your opponent uses projectiles, you want to go over them quickly with forward jumps, right? So does your opponent. Next, use your long-range spacing tools to control moves from inside. and outside their range. I've never played a character with a good projectile, but that's going to change tomorrow because Ingrid looks like she's going to be all projectiles. If you can intercept your opponent when they jump, momentum will be on my side. Cool. So much to learn. You can use level 2 super arts by spending 2 bars of the super arts gauge. Just like special moves, I can cancel into them from certain moves. Huh. Okay, I think that was the same as Street Fighter V. Cancel into Eraser. Okay. What is the Flash Knuckle? Overdrive Flash Knuckle into Eraser. Okay, here we go. Oops. I think I got it. I like the sound when he does that final punch. Since I'm wearing headphones, it sounds really cool. It's like a movie trailer. Great. You know how to cancel overdrive special moves into level 2 supers. This is an excellent way to increase not only combo damage, but opportunities to use overdrive special moves. Okay. Alright. So sometimes I just want to do big damage and I'll cancel into the level 3 super. So let's try it out. Use a standing heavy punch and cancel it into heavy flash knuckle. Forward, forward, kick. Alright, tell me the combo, please. Alright, that's one. Right after I press H, do forward, forward. Alright. There we go. That input's a little bit hard. Wait, did I not get it? It's too slow. Hold on. My arcade stick is like not in a good position right now. This is really hard to do. Alright, that's it, I think. Oh, hey, SR fan. A new Bond game? What is that? Like GoldenEye? I didn't know that they still made Bond games. Is that what you're talking about? Alright, James Bond First Light. Is it a first-person shooter or like what? How are you doing that? Oh. You know, I've never played a Hitman game, but I know that they're good and they're fun. The last time I even heard about a Hitman game was like PS2 era. Oh. Okay, yeah, I liked Uncharted though. I played 1 and 2, I think. I don't understand how to link these two combos. I'm doing it every single time. Am I doing the wrong super? That's the super. Isara fan, are you into those like story actiony shooting games? I just asked because the last one I played was that Tomb Raider game, the one where the Lara Croft goes onto the island and then she I don't know, she gets stuck. Isn't that every Tomb Raider game? But the whole game she's getting hurt the whole time, and sometimes it's a bit much. Yeah, I played the first one on my Steam Deck, but it was fun though. Alright, I gotta do this again. I don't know why this is not letting me that definitely hit. Alright, I'm about to just skip to the next one because it's... Next guide, please. Alright. Jeez, this is so much explanation right now. If a special move uses the same type of input as a super, like how Sandblast and Pale Rider, you can use that special input when using the super. What? This is like real dry textbook explanations. If I input quarter circle forward kick after the quarter circle forward punch, it's like using the first half and then doing it again, I think. Alright, it didn't do it. You know, I remember doing combo mode training stuff in other games, and then I couldn't get it, and you'd have to look up videos of other people doing it, and then even after doing that, you still can't get it. It's not doing it for me. Huh. Try doing forward kick like I normally would. It's not doing it. I did it. I got lucky. Those inputs are really hard. Before I started up this game tonight, I did a little bit of research, and I didn't know that there was a modern control style in this game. Maybe I should do modern, because I'm a casual scrub. Let me know, anybody, if if it's okay to play on modern. Use this when I'm feeling overwhelmed with inputs, and I'm not gonna have time. Okay. Yeah, there was a couple of them where I couldn't. Oh, hey, Toxic Apple. All right, I'm gonna stay classic because maybe I don't have to do that stuff. When I was starting to get more Street Fighter 6 stuff on my feed, who was it? Hold on, I want to go big camera mode. What was it? Tyler 1, I think, the league guy. I guess he started playing Street Fighter 6, and he got to like master tier by using modern, and I guess he just spammed the same thing over and over again. Maybe I could be like Tyler 1. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to see how I fare with the actual character I want to use, and maybe that type of canceling stuff isn't that necessary, because in Street Fighter 5 I played as first it was Chun-Li, and then I played as Akira. And then for Akira, at least in my level of play, I didn't have to do anything too crazy. It was just like super basics, jump in, get my jump in kick to bread and butter. And then that got me to gold. But maybe this game has a lot more systems. All right. Anytime I can't move from taking damage, blocking, or getting up off the ground, you can enter the command for a move. All right, so they're talking about like wake up Dragon Punch, I think. Toxic Apple, do you play Street Fighter 6? Like, are you playing on PC or console or anything? All right, some moves you can perform as reversals or are special moves. Okay, so what's a reversal in that example? You block it and then he Hadoukens, and that's a reversal? Yeah, we're just gonna wake up Dragon Punch is what they call it, I think, is the terminology. Knock you down with a sweep. There we go. Invincible move. No, I did not see the reversal. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Um, if I don't have a fully invincible special move, I can just do a super instead. Or drive reversal. What's a drive reversal again? Is that that's the thing that they taught me, I think. If I use a fully invisible move as a reversal and your opponent sees it coming. Yep. Alright, how many more tutorials are there? Rapid cancels. Rapidly press a light normal attack to quickly cancel the move's recovery and make you safe. So just spam light attacks. He can rapid cancel his crouching attack, but not his standing attacks. So that's just when you get scared and then you crouch and spam light punch and hopefully they run into it. Yeah, that's the stuff. Alright, crouching light kick, which hits low. Alright, so that looks like a bread and butter. But I'm not going to be playing Luke, though. Zangief. When your opponent attempts to throw you and you can get out of it with a throw escape. Yep, we went over that. Strikes can knock you out of the start of your jump. But depending on the direction I jump, I can create space. Okay. Alright, so sometimes jumping is bad because they can just punch you out of it. Jumps are more effective at avoiding special moves. Special move throws can't be defended against. If I avoid one by jumping, cool. I can backdash too. They're invisible against both throws on startup. Let's look at how you can go on the offense. Walk up to your opponent, make it look like you're going to throw them. Yep. That's that mind games. Finally, let's look at how you can go on the offensive after a jump to avoid a throw. Okay, that's what they just said. Dang. Some moves prevent recoveries. I've said this before, but they're going real in-depth here. Yeah, sorry, Finn. Uncharted 2, that's the one that opened up with like him on the train, right? I'm pretty sure it was, and that was one of the most exciting of that generation games to start out playing. Yeah, the train. It was so cool. There are many attacks that cause a hard knockdown, sweeps and normal throws. Getting a punish counter. Okay. And Uncharted, that was a game that was pretty popular online too, when people would run around the little maps and run and jump on stuff and shoot at each other. That was definitely a time to be gaming online. Have you ever played Metal Gear Solid at least on PS2? There was this game, Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, something like that, and it was Snake Eater, but it also had a multiplayer mode, and that was really fun. Yeah. Alright, crouching heavy kick. After blocking it, then I do my own. Yeah, I only played the Snake Eater on PS2. I did not play the new one that came out. Not for any real particular reason, although I heard that they changed the voice for Snake, so he was not David Hayter anymore. Is that his name? David Hayter? You know, lots of drama with that. But 2 was, or no, Metal Gear Solid 3, it may have been my first Metal Gear, actually. And then I went back and played 2. I'm not exactly sure, but I played them both like back to back. Is that what they call it? Snake Eater Delta? Alright, use a throw to cause a punish counter. Oh, it's just called Metal Gear Delta? Something like that. Yeah, I don't need to play it again because the original was already so good. Did I notice how that caused a hard knockdown? You can't use recoveries after a hard knockdown. Okay. So they can't like wake up Dragon Punch. Is it only moves? Cool. Yeah, the most memorable Metal Gear Solid 3 boss for me right now, I'm thinking about that one Ghost River guy. That was real creepy. And then for Metal Gear Solid 2, there's that part where you have to like unplug your controller and put it in the second slot. That's some crazy Kojima stuff right there. Yeah, is the end the Ghost River guy? And then there's the other guy who had like a jetpack on and a flamethrower. I remember that too. Alright, a counter hit occurs when I hit an opponent before their move comes out. Oh. Yeah, I would like to play Snake Eater again. Maybe I might as well just play Delta. I don't know. First, the initial attack deals 20% more damage. Second, opponents on the ground will suffer extra knockback. Okay. Are people actually looking for counters and doing different combos off of it? If you strike an opponent when they're recovering from an attack, you'll cause a punish counter. You can punish a counter by attacking your opponent after their move is unable to hit you. Okay. This is getting to be a little bit much. I don't know if I'm absorbing anything anymore. Deals 20% more damage. But they can cause even longer knockback. Alright, just tell me what to do. I want you to cause an actual punish counter. He's gonna miss with a special move, so hit with a standing heavy kick. Alright, just tell me to do that. Boom. What? Okay. Hey Rainbow Fantasy. Yeah, I need to restart my game, but also this is my very first time opening Street Fighter 6. Like literally right before I started the stream, I had to watch that Battle Hub thing, and then I made an avatar and ran around, and I was like, why can't I get to the arcade mode? And I'm still learning everything. But as soon as I'm done with this tutorial, I will restart my game and see if Ingrid is out, and then hop into the combo mode with her. Yeah, thanks for the update though. Are you gonna be trying her out? I don't know why like getting that heavy kick would be good, because it just knocked them down. Maybe a regular heavy kick doesn't knock them down. But starting tomorrow for sure, because today it's gonna be pretty late. I will be on that grind with Ingrid, trying to learn her moves, and then maybe if I can get to gold, I'll be happy. Just like in Street Fighter 5, I got to gold and I was like, all right, that's good enough. Yeah, so her release, just because she looked really cool. I didn't know about her before this game came out. I was never really a big Street Fighter person, but when I saw her release trailer, she looked like the Katamari people, you know, like the prince and the king of the cosmos, and I was like, oh man, I gotta play her. And also she looked really, you know, just weird. So she's right up my alley. When I first saw Street Fighter 6 being released, I thought I was gonna play Kimberly, but I never got around to downloading the game and playing it. Just other stuff happening, so I would have been playing Kimberly, and then now I'll just play Ingrid instead. Alright, what are we doing? Yes, using special stuff consumes the special gauge. And also, I did play a little bit of Fatal Fury. I think the only one I ever played was Uh, in Japan, they called it Garo or Garu, Mark of the Wolves. Is that Fatal Fury? I think so, because it had Mai in it. That's the only one I've ever played, and it was on like PS1, I think. Refill speed, okay. Drive gauge also refills when I land an attack. No, I've never played Killer Instinct. That was a game I remember at the recreational center near my house. They used to have arcade cabinets, and they had Killer Instinct there. And yeah, that was the only place I ever saw it being played at. That's the one with the I can't speak. That's the one with the dinosaurs, right? You're like dinosaurs fighting each other? Or is it something else? Or there's a dinosaur. Alright, so if I drive rush, like use the EX, then I don't get stuff. Right. I'm going to be really bad at perfect parrying. Yeah, thanks Rainbow Fantasy for stopping by, and thanks for letting me know about Ingrid. I'm going to check that out after this. Another fighting game that I was really into, just like playing with my friends, what's it called? Bloody Roar? There was a Bloody Roar game on GameCube. I don't know what it was called. And then there was like Bloody Roar 2 or 3 on PS2, and that was fun to play as well. I like playing as the bunny girl, Alice, and then I think that there was a cat girl too. Alright, so you can drain people's drive gauge too. Chip away, make them block your attacks. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, so that can make them burn out too. Yeah, that's kind of like that stun bar in Street Fighter V. Yeah, Bloody Roar was awesome. I think that they should bring that game back. And then you can be the penguin. Few exceptions. Punish counter. Dang, I need to watch like an hour-long YouTube tutorial instead of doing this. No, Power Stone for Dreamcast is one of those like cult classic type of games that I never played. I think I was a little too young to have a Dreamcast, because I feel like people who had a Dreamcast were already teenagers when that whole gaming era started. But my first system was an N64, and then I got like a PS1 and then a GameCube from there. But I think as like a little kid, Dreamcast would have been, I don't know, maybe just too much for my parents to get or something. But I know friends who had a Dreamcast, and I played Sonic Adventure on it, and that was really cool. I was like, why does this system look so good compared to the N64? Simple landing a drive impact will drain 1 block. Okay. See, this isn't interactive anymore. Finally, there are super arts, like drive impact super arts drain your... Okay. Alright, let's see. Oh, it's Mav. When am I scarfing down the He-Man Battle Burger from Denny's? The Denny's near me closed, so I can't do that. And Takun, what's up? It's good to see you in here. I don't know if I can comprehend Tekken 8, because the combos are too crazy. But then again, I heard that the combos in this game are longer than a lot of the other ones, so maybe it's too much for me here too. I don't know. But I did see that trailer, by the way, for that guy. I don't know, Muscle Man. I don't watch that anime. Actually, I haven't watched anime in a long time, but I know who you're talking about, and he's real ugly and real scary. All right, super arts. Takun, are you playing Street Fighter 6 or Tekken 8? Or have you been playing any fighting games at all? All right, a level 1 Drace. This is too much. I need to get out of this. Are we done yet? I want to go into combo mode. I feel like they've just been repeating the same stuff over and over for a long time now. Can anybody confirm if Ingrid is out? Perfect parries occur when I perform a drive parry. Because I saw that yeah, Rainbow Fantasy said that they were downloading the update, but also I don't think I can download updates while I'm streaming, otherwise my computer might poop out on me. And yeah, Takun, I completely understand why you wouldn't play competitive games. This is me in my evening relaxation hours, and I guess I'm gonna be streaming and trying to get good enough at this game to get to gold at the same time, but not like super competitively. I'm not going to regionals or locals or anything. Although, if for some reason I'm weirdly good at Street Fighter 6, then maybe I will. All right, drive parry and hold back against attacks. What is that? If you're able to do so just as the attacks hit. What is that thing with the back? Oh yeah, I mean card games are chill though. You can play competitive card games and like not feel like you need to invest every single hour into it of your free time, because it's like a mind thing, you know. Sarah fan, I thought about doing that, but you know, a couple streams ago I was eating a Wawa hoagie while I was gaming, but it kind of ruined the flow of it. And maybe if I'm hungry enough to just order some McDonald's, then I'll be eating it on stream. But then there's no way to really present it and like do both at the same time. I don't know. Would I have to put like a table up here, right? And then have the food right in front of the camera? I mean, I wasn't presenting it in a way that it was a food focused video, but I was eating that sub, you know. All right, I'm good. This is too much now. I'm gonna do some combos. Yeah, I was just playing Diablo and clicking around, and yeah, not doing much. All right, I'm gonna go. Kimberly was kind of weird. I played her against that AI bot thing in the game. She's probably too complicated since I'm just gonna ditch her anyway, so I'll just go Chun-Li since I kind of know her already from Street Fighter 5. Yeah, Takun, are you talking about Diablo 2 or Diablo 4? Because I have both, and I never played much of Diablo 4. Like, I bought it when it came out. I played it on my Steam Deck, but for some reason the Steam Deck doesn't run Diablo 4 that well. I had to do some weird compatibility stuff, and my computer was too bad to play it at the time, so I didn't play much of it. But I played a good amount of Diablo 2 remastered when it came out. I got like to end game and started doing magic finding, and then I gave up. Oh sweet, yeah, we should definitely play Diablo 2 together. It's always fun just to run through the acts, especially when you're not just rushing through it, you're actually struggling. All right, let's do some combos. No, sorry fan, don't say that. From what I played with Diablo 4, it was kind of fun. Hey stars, I'm gonna go classic. By the way, I have my good old Soul Calibur 6 arcade stick. I think that this came out when, like at the exact same time Soul Calibur 6 came out on PS4, and I picked this up because I didn't have an arcade stick at the time. So I got the gear. I might as well use it. Maybe if I was playing on a controller, I would do modern, or maybe not. I don't know. But I'm going classic. Hey, Drub the Chub. Yeah, thanks. Hold on, I want to see it one more time. Behold. Do you guys like Soul Calibur? And it feels really good too. Was this the last game that came out from Soul Calibur? I think it was. If you did play Soul Calibur, who did you guys main? Because I was a Shanghua main. I was never that great at the game, but I did like playing her. I don't think that they had rankings or anything either. Yeah, that Takun, the Diablo 4 like a new expansion just came out too, right? I don't know what new characters came out. The last thing I saw was the Paladin, the Hammered-In thing. Yes, Drub the Chub. Staff guy is Keelik, and he's still in every game. Mortal Kombat has a little bit more staying power, but for some reason, Soul Calibur just it never even took off. I think maybe they were there for the first Evo after Soul Calibur 6 came out, but it only had like 50 entrants. I'm making up numbers here, but it's really not that popular. All right, walking. Up close. Chun-Li can maintain offense by stringing her fast special. Yep. All right, I know how to play Chun-Li. Yeah, I don't know. I maybe I'll check it out on one of these streams, unless I get addicted to Soul Calibur or addicted to Street Fighter. Ah, man, I didn't think that they were going to upload that Ingrid thing so soon. I was ready to just grind this for the next hour, but I wouldn't be able to download it in stream anyways. They just need to give me a bread and butter. Yeah, Drub the Chub, are you playing on PC? We gotta play sometime. I don't know how lobbies work in this game, but we're all gonna... Oh, I'm not the combo guide? I'll get out of here. Combo trials, here we go. Thank you. Oh yeah, we'll do crossplay then. The other day I opened up a Smash Bros Ultimate lobby and I played with one person, and we had a good time, except that it was really laggy. Does this game have rollback where there's like no lag at all? Yeah, stars. I'll do the character guide for Ingrid though, just because I'm just gonna one trick her. Is that what it's called? I know in League of Legends you say one trick, but I'm not gonna play anyone else except for her. Oop. During a jump. Oh, nice. Cool. Rollback is always good. Have you guys played Melee Slippy? I played that one time on my old computer, and it was surprisingly good, and that was like 5 years ago. And I almost thought about setting up Slippy for melee on this one, but it was a little bit too complicated, and I didn't want to deal with that on my new computer. Yeah, Drub, I'm scared that this game is going to have too long combos for me. Oop. Alright, why can I not chain this together? There we go. Takun, did you get started with Brawl? Did I not meet you in the Melee era? Because when I was 13, I was going to Melee tournaments. And then I remember going to like super local things before I knew who anyone was. And then for some reason, you know, some of the top players would just show up randomly. I think you might know who might be the type of people to do that. And then just take all the local kids' money. What are we doing? Are we doing Hikoken? Okay. How do you do this one? I'm holding it and then going forward and it's not coming out. 1, 2. 1, 2. Is the timing even harder than Street Fighter 5? Yeah, I'm doing back medium punch. Maybe I gotta do it faster. Oh, here we go. Watch example. I don't know what button is mapped to the left stick though. Here we go. It's like a boom boom rhythm. Alright, so she's crouching though. Charge down. Oh, that's a crouch. Charge down back. There we go. Thanks for the tip. I don't like that charging down back. That's an awkward motion. Alright, during Serenity stream, press light kick. Okay. Is that a new thing? I don't remember having to do that at all. Down up. What is a down up medium kick? Let's try it out. Hey Distinct Red. I am this is my first time being in actual combo mode. I was in the tutorial for a very long time, you know, the thing between Luke and Ryu, and that just got way too much information. So I hopped in here instead. Alright. Let's see, down back. Oops, I punched. Is that a... I need to watch this. Oh, my headphones. Sorry. Oh, that's spinning bird kick. Alright, let me catch up with everybody here. I did not touch the 3DS version of Street Fighter 4. I know people for some reason really liked it, but yeah, I was not trying to play any fighting games on 3DS, except for when Smash Bros. 3DS came out before the Wii U version for some reason, and everyone was playing that. Yeah, this is really vague. Like, how would I know that down up is spinning bird kick? And that it's a charge attack too? Yeah, this is hard. There we go. It was like the slowest combo ever. Was Chun-Li always this charged like? I don't know if I like her in this game. In stance, she doesn't need to charge. Oh. Dang, that was a cool move. Yeah, it's crazy that people were taking 3DS Street Fighter seriously. Alright, what is this? During a jump. Oh, that jumps for you. Do I have to jump too? Jeez. Alright, let's watch it. I think that combos are about the same because when I was playing Street Fighter V, I think I was mostly playing on a PS4 controller. So the hardest thing for me about the stick, like I'm not a stick purist or anything, is just the directional inputs sometimes. But you get used to it after a couple days. I would recommend getting one because it feels better on an arcade stick to like mash these buttons instead of like using your thumb over and over. And then you have 3 fingers you can use mostly, or even 4 for whatever button combinations you want. I would definitely recommend trying out an arcade stick. There we go. Yeah, I remember using triggers on a controller just for like instead of pressing medium punch and heavy punch, I would just put that to R1 or something like that. Alright, what is this? So I can do either one. I can punch, heavy punch, then down, down, heavy kick. Punch. Why is that not Lincoln? Let's watch it. What is a leverless? Oh, they want me to punish counter. I get it. I can't get it, guys. Let's try one more time. Yeah, drive impact. What is leverless? I'm just on a regular arcade stick. Oh, like what is it? Like a dome switch, I'm guessing. Like a PS Vita, right? Like a clicky button. I might give up with Chun-Li, everybody. She's not for me. All right, one last time. All right. Ooh, that was hard. All right, I want to try out Kimberly because that was originally going to be my main if I had bought this game 3 years ago. Let's see if this is any worse. I got it, but it wasn't fun. How's it going? World's worst grandma. Oh no. At least you're owning the title. Hey. All right. This looks better. This is like what are those? Arxis Works? What's that company called where they have those rapid fire combos? That's what this is like. Look at that. Got the first one down just like that. All right. Light punch, heavy, regular. All right, I'm messing up now. Here we go. How are the tiers in this game? Like, is every character viable? Yeah, Arc System, they do DBZ Fighters. What other game was it? Guilty Gear Strive, I think? They had the same type of system. Oh, as a random aside, I'm very interested in playing that new Marvel Tokan game. Just because it looks really cool. You know, it's like Marvel characters. Spider-Man is my favorite superhero in general. And everything's anime stylized. Oh, cool, Distinct Red. Yeah, I'm glad then. I can play anybody. Oh, a grab. That's cool. All right, kick to a forward punch. Heavy. What is that? What is that button? If I heavy punch. Oops. It's a dash. Whoa. That's crazy. This character is probably really hard. Maybe every character is hard in this game. Except for like Ryu and Ken. Alright. Missed it. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, I think I'm missing the quarter circle. Oh, I keep pulling my headphones out. I gotta move my wires around. I don't usually struggle with combo trials this much, but maybe, like you said, drub the chub. Maybe this game is just hard. There we go. All right, what's a bread and butter? I kind of want to go into versus mode or something. What if I just do? What if I just do this? I'll do punch into that. There we go. That can be a bread and butter. Yeah, tomorrow you guys are gonna see me on Ingrid, and I'll be really labbing it out. Check this out. What if I go fight somebody and only do this combo? You think I'll win in rookie mode? Does she have an anti-air? Maybe I could just like jump in and heavy and then do this. I like this dash thing. I'm just messing around with her moves now. Okay, that's what that does. Anti-air is down back kick. Yep, that seems like it. Alright, so the game plan for me to get a win on this stream before I head off is to walk around, space with this. I'll do that. I'll do this for a low attack. I'll do sweeps. If I get close, I will do this. And what else can we do? I need to remember this. Heavy punch into dash. Alright, I'm going into casual mode. Or no, I'm going into ranked mode. Wish me luck. Yeah, let's do it. I literally started playing this game when I started the stream. How long ago has that been now? An hour ago? That's it? No way. Hold on. Does this tell me? An hour and a half ago. Alright. Online. No. They won't let me. Oh. Yes, I want to log in. No. It's because of Ingrid, isn't it? She's breaking the game. No, I'm sad. Yeah, crouch heavy punch. Oh, okay. A lot of characters have that. Kaleido Slug. How's it going, by the way? There was this creator who I followed back when I was learning how to play Akira in Street Fighter V. I don't remember his name, but he was very good at teaching the basics. I tried finding him the other day, and the series name was like Akira Guide Rookie to Platinum. And he was like, okay, in the rookie rank, all you need to do is this one simple bread and butter and anti-air and block. And then once you get into like bronze and silver, you're allowed to do a jump in kick and then go into your bread and butter. And then once you go into gold, you're allowed to like do your super or something. And that's what I followed all the way up until me getting into gold on Street Fighter V. But I tried looking up his Akira guide and he's gone now. So that's what I would have wanted to do here, but I guess Ingrid decided to break the game. So I'm only allowed to do arcade though. That kind of sucks. No, I don't want to do story actually. No, get me out. Alright, we might as well. We can skip the story. I never pay attention to the story anyways. What colors does she have? That's it? Alright, 5 stages. Here we go. Alright, we'll just do this arcade mode real quick. Okay, that's like very, they know what they're doing. Alright. Oh, I skipped a picture. That's too bad. Kimberly Jackson. Did y'all watch that Michael movie, by the way? I really liked it. Yeah. Ingrid is so cool. When I first saw her release trailer, I immediately knew that I was gonna get this game and try her out. And you know what would be super sad is that if I don't like playing her. Kind of like how I don't like Chun-Li in this game already. Oh. Oh no. I'm really bad against... He's like waking up and light punching the computer, but there's nothing I can do about it. I don't even know how to do her super. Alright, jump. Oh no. Alright, I'm gonna jump in, do this. Yeah. Oops. Sorry guys. I'm such a bad streamer. Whoops. I'm not a streamer, you guys. Hold on. Why is that in the way now? There we go. Okay, we're good now. We're good. Sorry, I was not even watching it. I try to do, you know, big camera mode to break it up every once in a while. And then I forget to switch it back. It's okay. Embarrassing. Alright, let's try forward kick. Is that a super? Is the level 1 super? Is nobody got time for classic? That's what Zaciel says. Uh-oh, we got a modern what? I don't know what it's called. You know the Sonic kid? When he's like, modern Sonic advocates. Undo the paint. Ooh, paint can. That's what they call it in this game. Every time I see those little blocks, I always just call them energy tanks because of Mega Man. Sympathizer. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Are there any other modern control sympathizers out there? I don't know if that's what the Sonic kid said though. Got him. I'll jump. Cosmetics? What do you mean? Oh, I see it. Yeah, I didn't look at her move list. I just learned like the first 4 combo trial things, and now I'm playing arcade mode. Yeah, I imagine a lot of casual people would never play a fighting game if they couldn't do cool stuff, you know? It's kind of like, what's it called? Like DBZ Fighters. In DBZ Fighters, you just spam light attack, right? And then everything works. Let's see. I try to do some sort of parry. What, because it's not accessible? That they're losing money? But they keep making fighting games. Maybe if you're super tired, Luis, you can play modern. You see, Smash people are a different breed of people, and so I was originally a Smash Bros player, right? Alright, I'm gonna go to big camera mode and then I'll remember to change it back. But my intro into fighting games, like actually trying to take it competitively, was Super Smash Bros. Melee. On YouTube, there's this video called like Advanced How to Play, and that was what got me into learning how to wave dash and stuff. One day, my friend, when we were all playing Smash Bros. Together on Hyrule Temple and stuff like that, he was like, "Hey guys, check this out," and he was Samus, and then he did a wave dash, and we're all like, what's going on? And then from then on, I was super addicted to Super Smash Bros. Melee. And then I started going to locals when I was a kid. And I was okay for a kid, but never that great. And then I stuck with it through Brawl and Wii U. And then I basically gave up on Smash around like the Wii U era. But for like 2D fighting games, I consider these like the real fighting games. I don't really consider Smash that. That's a platformer, platformer fighting game. Kaleido Slug, yeah, the FGC's like with rollback, it's probably going to be a lot better from now on, because I'm excited to play on rollback. Because if it was like I don't know, just shoddy connections, that's not fun for casual people to play on. And then they're bringing somebody like me back who has almost no time to play this game, but with cool characters, you know. And also the art style of Street Fighter 6 is just really cool too. I'm digging all this paint stuff. I don't know. Like casual people don't really grind combos that much, right, Zaciel? Yeah, and then comparing this game to something like Tekken, I know Tekken 8 is the newest one, but to me it doesn't look any different from Tekken 7 at all, which I think I have on Steam too. I played a little bit of it. I forgot who I played as. Probably one of the other Chinese girls. Yeah, I don't even remember who I played in Tekken. Yeah, I would agree with you, Luis. Since I still have that competitive spirit in me, I feel like I am a try-hard casual too. So with the amount of time that I have, I will try to do my best. I've never played Mortal Kombat, the modern ones. Funny enough, I bought this game today on Newegg, right? But the last time I bought Mortal Kombat was also from Newegg. It must have been like $10 at the time on PS4. And when I bought it, I don't think I even played it. I more so got it from my wife because she really likes Mortal Kombat games. Like she had a bunch of them on PlayStation and stuff growing up. But Mortal Kombat always felt a little bit too clunky to me, I guess. I always felt like Mortal Kombat was just for the guest characters and stuff. Alright, let me go to this next battle. What's the newest Mortal Kombat now? Is it Mortal Kombat 1 or is there a 2 now? Alright. Good thing this is a short arcade mode, by the way. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1. Who was the guest character that they released on that game? Was it? I don't remember. Oh, it's a truck. Oops. Yeah, I broke the truck. It's not broken yet. I can't reach it. They got both of them? Omni-Man and Homelander on Mortal Kombat? I don't know what to do right now. Alright, we did it. Yeah, some characters like Terminator, Conan, definitely not. I actually watched at least the first season of Invincible and all of the, what was it called, Gen whatever, The Boys, except for this most recent season. So I like Omni-Man and Homelander. That's pretty cool, and it makes sense. But it was really cool when they brought Negan into the last Tekken game. I had watched a lot of The Walking Dead at that point, so I was excited for that. And then, any cool characters for Tekken right now, though? Chucky. That sounds like something from like PS2 era or something. Oh man, I'm getting destroyed by this jury. Yeah, the what's that anime guy from? I always get those anime confused. Baki and then the other show. Uh-oh. I'm struggling against this jury. And he even knew I was gonna try to throw. Alright. I'm gonna have to rematch her. But they've always been adding cameos to Mortal Kombat, right? That's been since forever. Baki and Kengan Ashura are essentially they're the same thing in my mind. Oh hey, Phantom Reacts. I've never watched John Wick, by the way. But that would be cool because I remember when John Wick came out in Fortnite, I was like, yeah, John Wick. I feel so cool. Oh, not cameos? What? I don't know what cameo is. Oh, assist. Oh, what about Marvel Tokan? Are you guys interested in that? All right, here we go. Now we're gaming, kind of, with my little knowledge. It's so crazy how different characters feel different from game to game. Cause I would have thought, since I was able to play Chun-Li in Street Fighter V, I would have been just fine. But those even first couple of combo trial things with her was too much for my pea brain. Yeah, I'm really interested in that that anime Tokan art style. I should do a super. I think this is my super. Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's the level 3? Oops. Oh no. I got him. Wait, hold on. Phantom Reacts. You have to pay to get fatalities? Just the little cutscene? Yeah, I'm digging Kimberly right now. So my first reaction of wanting to play her, it worked out. 3 years late though.
First things first. There was this guy, right? I think he's the one who's been pulling all the strings.
Yeah, that's really dumb that you would have to pay for fatalities.
May I help you?
Yeah. You know Al Jackson? He used to work with you.
I was thinking AI Jackson.
He was my and I'll have you tell me everything you know about him.
Well.
Yeah, I don't think I would play Mortal Kombat 1. Although I do want to watch that movie. I know that it's in theaters right now, Mortal Kombat 2. I don't know much about the story though. I even watched the first movie and I was like, I don't know what's going on. My little normal attacks are not reaching him, and I'm sad. Do I have an overhead? Got him. I was ready to anti-air that. I promise you I was. Oh, he grabbed me out of it. And he got me. Oh no. Heavy back kick. Okay, I'm ready for it, Kaleido Slug. Thank you. Heavy back kick. Check this out. Oh, he jumped. I'm struggling. The only thing I know how to do is do that little slide kick and get in. Oh, he's doing big damage. This final battle is a struggle. He's much harder than Jury. Let's... Alright, time to lock in. Now I know what the overhead is. Even though that against computers, I don't know if it really matters because they just react to you anyways. Check this out. Overhead. I can't let him set up. Is this gonna get him? Oh no. I all of a sudden remembered how to do the drive rush just now. I'm gonna start doing drive rushes against this guy. I feel like that's good. And you know what? I really do think that this is training me for ranked because it's just familiarity with the stick too. Oops. Hold on, I really want to read what you guys are saying, but I don't want to lose to this guy. All right, let's just beat him real quick. Let's do it again. He learned. Uh-oh. I'm gonna grab him. And I'm gonna jump in, cross up. Nope. Alright, we got him. We did it. My first arcade mode win in like 2 hours of playing Street Fighter 6. I think that's pretty good. It wasn't too bad. Alright. What's been going on here? I have to monitor chat from my phone, by the way. This is the only way I know how to do it because I'm only on one monitor. And I probably should have 2 monitors to make things easier, but I'm very primitive in my setup. I did it. Yeah, I'm excited to play a little bit of Ingrid tomorrow. I don't know how much training I'll get with her before I hop on stream. Let me get back to the main menu though.
I won, but it sure didn't feel like I came out on top. I beat him, but it's like I was the one on the ropes.
Is he related to her? She was talking about her uncle. All right, Takun, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoy your own gaming. Yeah, Luis, I'm gonna be doing all the combo trials, and I'll try to memorize some of her stuff.
Farewell, Ms. Jackson.
I'm also not good on Street Fighter lore at all.
Managed to get anything
Um,
I did figure out though.
I don't know much at all, honestly. I just like playing the game.
Chase after a monster like that. Seems like this ninja
I'm gonna have to watch some 2-hour Street Fighter lore video.
kitty kitty badam haka.
Yeah, we did it. Roll credits. She trained under Might Guy from Naruto. Who is Guy? Let's see who Guy is from. Oh, that's me. That was me downloading my picture for the thumbnail. Guy, Street Fighter 6. Yeah, he's basically Might Guy. He's got the bangs, you know. He's if Might Guy was in Street Fighter. Yeah, I love that they did a lot of crossovers though. All right, so that was Guy's teacher, and then Guy is her teacher. You know who I played in what's it called? Fatal Fury? Hold on. This is the only Fatal Fury game I played, by the way. I think it's Fatal Fury at least. What's it, the Otter Girl? Or maybe I didn't play Otter. No, my friend played Otter Girl, and I was playing Mai, and then she had some combo that would take out your whole health bar. And it was, I guess, pretty easy to pull off. Yeah. Garo Mark of the Wolves was a fun game to casually play. All right, let me get out of this thing. Hey, NMG Food Diary. How's it going? All right, how do I skip this? I want to skip. Press A to skip. There we go.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah, Mai was in that game. Garu, Mark of the Wolves.
Congratulations.
Oh, it looks like Mega Man art. This looks like, yeah, it's supposed to be Mega Man. That's cool. Hey, Phantom Reacts. Thanks for the sub. Yeah. So for my main channel, for anyone who's here and they don't know, the most type of stuff I do is like mukbang food content. But every time I stream, which is I try to stream as often as I can, I just be gaming on here. So it's like a nice little variety. But actually, I'm gonna have to get off soon too, because it's 11:30. You know, I live on East Coast Virginia, so I got work in the morning. So I'm gonna head off. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. Shoot, it was pretty lively. I think everybody is hyped up for Ingrid. So I expect to be fighting everyone on ranked tomorrow when I level up. But yeah, Kaleidoslug, Phantom Reacts, Luis, Takun, Zaciel, Distinct Red too. I'm trying to like look down and look at the camera at the same time. All right. Yeah, Distinct Red, thanks for the best wishes. Yeah, Luis, I'll check out some of your stuff. Make an Ingrid guide so I can follow it once you learn how to play her. Yeah. So I want to check out Ingrid, but if I hate playing her, I'll just end up playing Kim. But all right, talk to you guys later. It was fun hanging out. Peace.